Good morning. One of the things that I have to remember and you have to remember in our life as we go throughout this character formation, as we experience God's love that sometimes lands, as we mentioned last time, with the hard edge of His grace, is that we have to remember that we are not molecular, disconnected from others, but rather we are visible to others. And sometimes, and maybe you might say, unfortunately so, you are an object lesson for others. I want to read to you and just highlight one thing that is seen in this text that could easily be missed because of the casual nature of the phrase when we're reading Old Testament literature in particular. Psalm 118, verse 10 through 12. Again, all nations surrounded me. In the name of the Lord, I cut them off. They surrounded me on every side. In the name of the Lord, I cut them off. They surrounded me like bees. They went out like a fire among thorns. In the name of the Lord, I cut them off. Not I cut them off, but 3 times repeated, in the name of the Lord, in the name of the Lord, in the name of the Lord. The name of the Lord is a statement about God's reputation, God's character. In the spirit of maintaining the reputation of God, I cut them off. That's the idea. In the spirit of maintaining the reputation. See, God allows difficulty and opposition in your life to champion His reputation in the world. How will people learn what a ransomed soul, what one who has experienced the rescue of God looks like, if you don't endure? In the name of the Lord, these enemies come, and in the name of the Lord, you endure. Difficulty comes, and in the name of the Lord, you endure. Listen, Paul points out, 1 Corinthians 4, verse 9, that he was on display. He said, "For I think that God has exhibited us apostles as last of all, like men sentenced to death, because we have become a spectacle to the world, to angels, and to men." We're a spectacle. We're put on display. We pick up in 1 Peter 2:12 the following: "Keep your conduct among the Gentiles honorable, so that when they speak against you as evildoers, they may see your good deeds and glorify God on the day of visitation." Oh, that God would help us to see our lives as sort of on a stage, and that how we respond to difficulty speaks to a world around us, people who are looking to know, is the rescuing love of God really transformative? They'll find it by seeing you. In the name of the Lord, you respond to difficulty and challenge. Don't lose sight of that reality as a Christian person in the world that God has placed you in with your various relationships and opportunities for influence this day. May the Lord bless you. Take care.